Welcome to Justicia Equalis. This is one segment of our 30 Rights in 30 Days series, presented in alignment with the U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights Education, Diplomatic and Advocacy Standards. Today we focus on Article 11 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which states that everyone charged with a criminal charge against them has the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty according to law. They also have a right to a public trial, where they have had all the guarantees necessary for their defense. All around the world, this right is identified as central to due process diplomacy. Fairness and lawful procedure are not just domestic obligations, they are also tools for international peace. Why does right number 11 matter? It matters globally. About 2/3 of people in jail have not been convicted. Instead, they're awaiting trial, often because they can't afford bail. This is because of bias in policing, media narratives, and prosecutorial discretion, which can erode the presumption of innocence, especially for Black, Latinx, Indigenous, LGBTQ persons, and those experiencing homelessness or mental illness. Justicia Equalis' educational framework reminds us, the presumption of innocence is not a procedural courtesy. It is a human right embedded in the rule of law. In countries around the world, many are detained before any evidence is heard. Pre-trial detention is used to silence dissent or criminalize identity. Justice delayed through arbitrary detention is justice denied. Justicia Equalis, in alignment with USIDHR, champions equal access to defense, diplomatic dialogue on pre-trial reform, and public awareness that innocence is a right to protect, not a privilege to earn. The presumption of innocence is the quiet cornerstone of freedom. Without it, democracy cannot claim justice. Presumed innocent until proven guilty is more than a catchphrase. It's the foundation of a fair justice system, meaning every accused person starts with a clean slate. The government must prove guilt, not the other way around. This principle protects us from wrongful convictions and abuse of power. It's woven into the Constitution and recognized worldwide. But in reality, the system doesn't always work as intended. The cash bail system can turn the presumption of innocence into a privilege for the wealthy. If you can't afford bail, you may sit in jail for months, punished before trial, even if you're innocent. The result? A two-tiered justice system. One for the wealthy, one for the poor. The promise of innocent until proven guilty is only as strong as the system that upholds it. Justice delayed is justice denied. Around the world, countless people languish in overcrowded prisons, never convicted, waiting years for a trial. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights says everyone is presumed innocent. Yet many are detained on flimsy evidence, especially political opponents and minorities. Overwhelmed courts, lost evidence, and systemic bias destroy lives. Quality legal help is rare, and public defenders are stretched thin. Without fair trials and equal access to justice, the system fails us all. The presumption of innocence is more than a legal technicality. It's a pillar of a free society. It protects everyone, the dissenter, the activist, the journalist, and the ordinary citizen. Without it, anyone could be imprisoned on accusation alone. Upholding this right builds trust and fairness, not fear. Convicting the innocent is a failure of justice and erodes public faith in the law. We must fight bias and ensure equal treatment for all. The presumption of innocence is the shield that protects us all, and without it, freedom is just a word. Please learn all of your rights, so that you can assert them when it matters most.